Yo, what's going on, you guys? KG Presents back out with another video, and today I'm here in NBA 2K24 with the Portland Trail Blazers. So we're going to be doing a Portland Trail Blazers rebuild following the Damian Lillard trade that just occurred yesterday. I see some big changes now with the Portland Trail Blazers as they are without their longtime superstar Damian Lillard. Now, if you look at this team right now, Jrue Holiday is currently the best player on the team. If you look at the reports, Jrue Holiday is going to be flipped to another team, so I will respect that here in 2K. Obviously, I'm just going to go to Trade Finder. Whoever gives me the best offer for either young player, or picks, that's what I'm going to do. Because the main objective here, obviously, is Scoot Henderson is going to be starting this year. And I want Scoot Henderson to be the starting point guard going forward and potentially long-term for the Portland Trail Blazers. They did acquire DeAndre Ayton in that trade as well. DeAndre Ayton is now a part of the Portland Trail Blazers, and hopefully he's going to have a strong season this year for him. But obviously, as a team, we're really not that good. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer rebuild, I guess, because of how this team isn't good, but we do have plenty of young depth on this team. Simons and Ayton. Grant's on the older side. I probably will trade Jeremy Grant as well in this. But I do really like Scoot Henderson and Shaedon Sharpe as building blocks for the future of this team. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into this video, and let's first trade Jrue Holiday. So here's the one that I think potentially is most likely the realistic one I've seen. Fultz and Isaac for Holiday here, just younger players on the roster here, just more to get them on the team. I do like Fultz, and Isaac's alright, but the contract for him is too much. But it just to get some other assets on the team and also get Jrue Holiday off of it. That's the main objective here. So if you look at the coaching rotation right now, so we're gonna have. Let's see how we're going to do this. Obviously, we do not want to have Jonathan Isaac's not going to start. So I'm going to catch up with you guys once I figure out the rotation here. So here's the rotation we'll be rocking with this season. We're going to have Scoot Henderson, the point guard, Simons at the 2, Sharpe at the 3, Grant at the 4, and Ayton at the 5. Off the bench, we're going to have Fultz, Jonathan Isaac, Matisse Thybulle, and Chris Murray. This seems pretty solid, but, we're not going to win or anything. So I'm going to catch up with you guys at the trade deadline. We'll see the record at that point, and I'm going to be trading Jeremy Grant then, so stay tuned for that. All right, so we're now at the trade deadline here. We're 16-34, so obviously, we're not doing good, and obviously the expectation is that we are supposed to be pretty bad this year, so we are living up to that expectation at least. So that is a good thing, because we are currently the 14th seed out in the Western Conference there. Only the Spurs have a worse record than us. That's kind of what you expect. So now we're here at the trade deadline. Like I said before, I was going to trade Jeremy Grant here. Ayton's not happy. That's not good. I'm going to trade Jeremy Grant here at the deadline. He's got a massive contract, 5 years, $160 million. And I do not want to be a part of that whatsoever, because that's just not fun. I'm not really thinking that you're going to get too much for Jeremy Grant, though. You know what I mean? Jeremy Grant's solid, but you're not going to get anything too crazy for him. I'm trying to keep this as realistic as possible here, and I want to make sure we get something decent in return, but it's nothing too crazy at the same time. I'm thinking this trade here with the Miami Heat actually is what I'm going to do, only because because he's a very young player right here. Obviously, you don't really know what you're going to get from him, but he's only in his first season, and also trying to just shed that salary. I know Kyle Lowry has that massive contract, but he's a free agent at the end of this year, so that money's just going to be gone anyway. So we're going to do that, and now we have another young asset on the team. We got rid of that huge, massive contract, so that is definitely good. Why is Sharpe on the bench? Yeah, so that's pretty good for us right now. He's going to be playing minutes for us. I'll catch up with you guys at the end of the deadline here, or at the end of the season, I should say, and I'll show you all the record and all the stats then. I'll catch up with you then. End the season, Jaj, your MVP, averages 31 points a game. That's incredible. Victor is your Rookie of the Year. Chris Paul, 6th man. Claxton, Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved is Paul Reed. Obviously, I doubt we ended up with any of our players on an All-NBA team, that's for sure. Or defensive team, and on the all-rookie team, we do get Scoot Henderson, though. He averaged 18 points a game, just shy of 5 rebounds, and 3.5 assists a game. So he had a very good rookie season. I look forward to what he's going to do here in the future for us. As a team record, we went 29-53. We did win 3 games at the end of the year, so it's still something to look forward to in the future. Although we were definitely not, a good team. It's fair to say that. Simons, he averaged 18 points a game, so it was a good season for him. Fultz had 14. Ayton had 17 points and 11 rebounds, so he was still very good for us. Sharpe, he averaged 13 points a game his first full season here. You know, it was pretty solid all around. Let's see, Chris Murray had 6 points a game, and I look forward to next season here, a little bit more development under these guys, and what we're going to do. Obviously, we're going to get a top pick here in the draft as well, so that's going to surely help us, and hopefully not next year. I don't think we're going to be winning next year as the Celtics win the NBA Finals against the Memphis Grizzlies, but hopefully the following year was going to take that step forward and hopefully become a playoff team. So at the draft lottery, we were rewarded the 3rd pick in the NBA draft, so that surely is going to help us. And with that 3rd pick, we're going to be drafting Matt Buzelis here. I kind of did want Isaiah Collier, but, you know, we have so many guards on the team, so it's definitely not the brightest move. So we're going to go with him. Hopefully he, hopefully he ends up pretty good for us this season. And just in general, obviously he's 77 overall here off the top of the bat, so that was a pretty good pick. And he's gonna fill out probably. I'm gonna move him to the 4 actually. He's at 6'10", and hopefully that's gonna help us because we are lacking in that position, especially. Of course, we're gonna sign him. Dylan Mitchell, we'll sign him too. Why not? You know, you never know what's gonna happen with them. So many young players on the team. Of course, we're gonna accept a 2-year team option for Shaedon Sharpe. Sign him. Try and bring him back for 1 year. You know, I kind of don't really want to pay him that much money, so we're going to move it down to 17. Hope he accepts. Look at the roster here for this upcoming season. Simon is an 82, Ayton's an 85, I should say. Ayton's an 85. Sharpe is now up to an 83, so he had a big jump last year. Scoot is now up to an 82. Fultz 81, Isaac 78. I still want to kind of get rid of Isaac, but we'll see. You know, if he's doing all right, I don't maybe see the big of an issue here. The 4 is still a position we're lacking with. We do have so much young talent on the team, so it is pretty impressive. However, it looks like next year is going to be just another rebuilding team for us. That's kind of what I expected anyways going into it. Because, I mean, obviously this team's so young and everything, I would just hope the following year we are able to put together a pretty decent season for us, and that's pretty much the goal. So here's a rotation we're rocking with year 2. Scoot Henderson, Anferee Simons, Shaedon Sharpe, Matt Buzelis, and DeAndre Ayton is your starting lineup. I kind of do like the starting lineup, but off the bench we have Fultz, Jonathan Isaac, Jamie Jaquez Jr., I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, and Nick Richards off the bench. I really do actually think this team's pretty solid. Do I think we're going to win? Of course not. We might make the play-in game, but that's really about it. So I'll catch up with you guys at the All-Star break, and I'll fill you in then. We are here at the trade deadline. We're actually doing pretty incredible. We are 29-21 at this point of the season. We're actually the 5th seed out in the Western Conference. So we're doing great. Honestly, this is a lot better than what I thought we were going to do. Do I think we're going to win still? Absolutely not this season, but things are looking up. Scoot Henderson's averaging 22 points a game. He's doing absolutely incredible here in his sophomore year. Simons has brought up 22 points a game this year. Sharpe's averaging 14. You know, he's killing it. Buzelis in his rookie season's also killing it. We got DeAndre Ayton. Pretty good numbers as well. It's really all around here. Fultz and Jaquez Jr. Literally every single person here. Even Nick Richards putting solid work off the bench. We are just killing it as a team. Honestly, like, it's not like I'm gonna say like, oh, we are the best team, because we are not. We are definitely not. However, I don't really see any moves that I think we should make to really improve ourselves. I kind of like where we're at right now, so we're just gonna leave everything as is and hope for the best. You look at Simons are up to an 87, so you know things are looking up for us, and hopefully next year still we can still probably make the playoffs this year, but next year be probably our year. And actually, look at that, it's kind of crazy that we are 29-21. The Bucks are 21-29. Just something to point out there. I'll catch up with you guys at the end of the season. Ja wins another MVP in this. That's pretty crazy. Stephon Cassell is your Rookie of the Year for the Hornets. Amen Thompson, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis is your Defensive Player of the Year. Mark Williams is your Most Improved Player. Steph Curry is your Clutch Player of the Year. Again, I don't think we're going to get anyone on the All-NBA team, of course, which makes sense. Checking out the player stats. We're going to do that just really quickly here while we have the opportunity to. Scoot is actually injured right now, but this season he was absolutely incredible. Let me show you once I get to it. 22 points, just shy of 6 rebounds and 5 assists. So he was absolutely killing it here in his sophomore season. I'm so excited for Scoot going forward. Simons averaged 22 points a game this year. Ayton had 16 and 10 once again. Sharpe had 14. Fultz had another good season here. Buzelis in his first rookie season here, he was also killing it. Thibault was okay. You know, this is just all around. We were actually doing pretty good here. Jaime Jaquez Jr. in this season averaged 9 points a game as well. So we were doing pretty good. We actually are the 4th seed out in the Western Conference. I know, that is pretty crazy. We went 48-34 this season. We did pretty good, 1-3 to end the year once again. Do I expect us to win? No. However, we're setting ourselves up in a very good position here going forward, and hopefully next year we can make that jump. As we're taking on the Golden State Warriors in the first round, I'm just going to simulate it because I don't think we're going to win. But you never know what's going to happen. We're going to simulate the round here. We do get Scoot back, so that is very good news for us, as we are going to lose to the Warriors in the first round. I know that sucks. However, I think going forward here, we're just going to be even better next year, as the Warriors actually make the NBA Finals against the Boston Celtics once again, but the Celtics are going to win. Jason Tatum is your most valuable player here in the NBA Finals. I'll catch up with you guys in free agency if we do anything crazy, and I'll see you then. Tons of player options here. Of course, we're going to accept Sharpe's. Henderson's. Thibault did accept his player option here, so he's going to be back with the team. I'm probably going to look to trade Thibault, though. That contract's a little bit too much, as he really wasn't playing that many minutes for us last year either. Chris Murray, Jaquez are both going to accept theirs, and Dylan Mitchell, why not? He's still young, 21 years old. We'll take him back. Qualifying offer. We'll send out. Do we really send out to Jabari Walker? No, he's, you know. But let's see what's going to happen here. I think the only free agent, once again, we do have is Markelle Fultz. So that is correct. We do have Jabari Walker, but he's not really integral to our success. So we are going to offer Fultz here another contract. I'm going to do 2 years this time, because I want to make sure that we can keep him just a little bit longer here in time frame with everyone else. He's going to get slightly less money here, but he's going to accept that anyways, so that is good for us. I do kind of want to trade Thibault here. I think Thibault's alright, but you know, he's not really like too crazy for us. Like, he's not going to like bring us to the next step of this team. I also did sign Simons to a contract extension here. I don't know if you guys saw that, but you could take a pick here, honestly. You know, we could take another pick from the Jazz. I think it's just more just to get him off the roster. We take a Thunder pick. We get 2 Thunder picks and for Dylan Mitchell here, but Thunder are going to be good this year, so I don't know. We're going to take the Bulls pick, honestly, because I don't think the Bulls are going to be good. So we're going to take that. Thibault's now off the team. We do get a little bit more money to work with now, but I don't think that's really going to be like anything that's going to like bring us, you know, really into this. So we do bring back Fultz for that 2-year contract. Can we really afford anyone? I mean, do we really want anything too crazy to bring onto this roster here? So let's just check out the positions really quickly while we have the opportunity. We're going to have Scoot and Fultz. That's our point guard, shooting guard. We do have Simons. We need a backup shooting guard if we want. Isaac's still there. We do have Sharpe as our small forward. So let's kind of playing the 4. So that's kind of where he's been playing here. Ayton and Richards are our centers. So maybe try and bring in 2 or 3 here potentially. Or bring in a Koji maybe. I don't know. Maybe someone like Isaiah Joe would be interesting. Who's 2K saying our system match? Josh Richardson. I don't really want Josh Richardson. I'm gonna. I don't know. KCP would be interesting, but KCP is a little bit on the older side at this point in the simulation here. But I'm going to actually sign Karis LeVert here. Just do a 1-year contract with him. Hopefully he will accept that offer. You know, we're not going to like do anything too crazy here. We're going to get Karis LeVert actually on the roster. Check out the player progression here while we have the opportunity to do so. And let's see. So once we get there, we are going to have those 2 guys actually resign. Shaedon Sharpe is now an 87 overall. Simons is up to an 86. Scoot is an 85. Ayton remains an 85. Fultz to 81. Bazulis goes up to an 80, so that's big for us. Isaac remains the same. All these guys pretty much remain the same here. We did a little improvement, but obviously a big improvement was Bazulis. Scoot goes up 3 more, and Simons is now up to an 86. So just another good season for us. Hopefully this season we are able to just take that next step here. I mean, we did actually take bigger steps than I thought we were going to last season. So hopefully this year is just the even bigger step for us, potentially. And then otherwise, you know, some guys are going to be starting to get free agents here, so it kind of gets more interesting. I think Ayton is a free agent after next year. Let me check really quickly. While I have a chance, we're going to check out the contract extensions here. He's not eligible. Aiden's going to test free agency here. I think Aiden this season is a free agent. Let me check real quickly. Yes, he's a free agent after this year, so we're going to have to make some moves and decide what we want to do. Sharpe is also a free agent, so we got some work to do here, decide what we want to do for sure. And I'll catch up with you guys once the season starts, which is going to be now. And actually, that means I'm going to catch up with you guys towards the All-Star break. Here's the lineup we'll be rocking this season. Scoot, Simons, Sharpe, Jaquez, Ayton, still the same lineup. Actually, we're going to have Bazula start at the 4, actually. Jaquez is going to come off the bench. He's going to be playing heavy minutes for us. Yeah, and I really do like this team. I think we're pretty solid here. But, you know, we're probably still like another a player away, but we'll catch up with you guys at the deadline, see if I can try and find that player. So, but I'll see you guys then. So we're here at the trade deadline. We are 37-16. So once again, we're doing incredible. 3 games back of the Spurs for the first seed. The Spurs and the Thunder, the 2 teams that are definitely going to be in our way for most of this challenge here. Scoot this season is averaging, once I get there, 23 points a game. So he's once again killing it. Simons is averaging 19 a game. Sharpe is at 19 points a game this year, so he's taking a huge jump this season for us. Isaac's starting, he's got 8 points a game. Aiden's still averaging the same points. You know, Fultz is going to do his thing. Bazula's also killing it once again. You know, this is a very good team here. And I kind of don't really know what I want to do. We're 37-16. I kind of just want to see how this plays out. So we're just going to go from there and simulate the rest of the season. So I'll catch up with you guys then. Also, the Clippers are 6-45. Who's on this Clippers team? They are 6-45. I don't know. That's not my problem. I'll catch up with you guys at the end of the season. Luka's your MVP this year, so he's finally going to win an MVP. Dylan Harper, Rookie of the Year. Sir Thompson, 6th man. Mobley wins Defensive Player of the Year. Fox, Clutch Player on the Bucks. I have no idea how that happened. Do we have anyone on the All-NBA team? No, we do not. However, we are the first seed actually out in the Western Conference. We went 64-18. We were incredible, like, towards the end of the year. We were just doing absolutely incredible. 64-18, so we're ahead of the Thunder and the Spurs, actually. So Scoot, 23 points a game. He was killing it. Simons went up to 20. Sharpe averaged 19. So well-balanced scoring attack between the 3 of them, of course. Isaac did all right. DeAndre Ayton still has 17 points. Fultz had 12 a game off the bench. Bazula's also had 12 a game off the bench. So it was an all-bound, well-balanced scoring attack between all of the team, really. So we're going to simulate the play-in game here. We're taking on the Pelicans in the first round. I mean, look at these overalls. I mean, Simons is injured. That's why his overall is a little bit lower, because he's an 88, actually. But between them 3, Isaac's an 80, Aiton's an 87, Fultz 83. We have plenty of 80s on the roster here. So hopefully we can potentially win here. I said before that this is going to be the year for us, and hopefully it truly is, as the Spurs actually get eliminated in the first round. So we're going to simulate to the second here. 3-1 against the Rockets, and we win Game 4 here. So we're taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder in the Western Conference Finals here. In the Eastern Conference Finals, it's going to be the Pistons and the Celtics. Who are on both those teams? Pistons got Monte Morris, Ivy. They have LeBron James. How LeBron went to the Pistons, bro? Is Bronny's not even on this team, bro. He's not living up to his thing. They have Sir Thompson coming off the bench. That's pretty interesting. I guess they could have moved Ivy to the point guard, but that's not my decision here. The Celtics are just the same team. The Celtics are just good every single year. So yeah, so as we have Scoot, Simons, Sharpe, Bazula, Ayton, Isaac, Fultz, the rest of them, Chris Murray, and you know, we're doing pretty good here. The Thunder, they've got Shea and Giddey, of course, Ron Holland, Jalen Williams, Wiseman on the team now. They have Chet coming off the bench. They got Drew Holiday too. This is not going to be an easy series. Let me tell you, this is not going to be an easy series, but we're going to win in Game 1. We're going to take Game 2 as well. We're actually doing pretty good so far. Game 3, we're also going to win Game 3. It was a close one, though. But we're going to take Game 3, and in Game 4, we're going to take Game 4. So we somehow sweep the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're taking on the Detroit Pistons, it looks like, in the NBA Finals against LeBron. In Game 1, we're going to win. Game 2, we're also going to win. And in Game 3, we're going to win as well. And in Game 4, we're going to have to go to Simcast here. Shaedon Sharpe with a cracked neck vertebrae out for the season. Ooh, that's tough. That is tough. But I think, honestly, we should be able to win without Shaedon Sharpe. You know, this Pistons team has LeBron on it, but this is an older LeBron. Let me tell you that right now. As we're going to go to 1 minute and 35 seconds here left on the clock. We have 8 seconds here left on the clock somehow. You know, this Portland Trailblazers team is actually pretty stacked if you think about it. Look at the overalls. I mean, if you compare them at the other point, we literally have pretty much like 3 90s on the team. And they would have got to 90s if there was one other season here. But the Portland Trailblazers are now NBA champions. Portland Trailblazers are back on top of the basketball world here. Even after the Damian Lillard trade and trading away all those assets, we are now the NBA champions. DeAndre Ayton was killer here. Once again, Simons had an incredible run these couple years. And of course, Scoot Henderson and Shaedon Sharpe did absolutely incredible this series. So if you all enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, subscribe for future content. I'm very excited to announce here that the Trailblazers actually won this NBA championship. I'm very confident in all these years. If you just look at the team and let them progress, because literally every single player on that roster there is pretty much what we had from the beginning here. You just let them play, you let them develop chemistry over a couple years, which they did took a couple seasons, but we are now NBA champions here on top of the basketball world. If you all enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, subscribe for future content. Portland Trailblazers are NBA champions.